Hello everyone! The Mishir Corporation are proud to present to you the first ever Mishir Direct. Today we will be looking at the Mishir Corporation's first major title, Memento Mactāre. Alongside this presentation, you will get special insights and commentary from the entire team at the Mishir Corporation. We hope you have an enjoyable viewer experience. The following video contains flashing lights, confusing commentary, questionable decisions, and a lack of complete creative freedom. If you are prone to seizures, heart attacks, diabetes, or dyslexia, the Mishir Corporation has no responsibility for any public liabilities, including but not limited to bodily harm, slip and falls, death, or aneurysms. Viewer discretion is advised. Please ask a parent. Without further ado, here is Russell Mishir, your guide for this Mishir Direct.
I'm Russell Mishir, and I'll be your guide for today's The Mishir Corporation Direct. Memento Mactāre is now in its final stages of development, and many people around the world are excitedly anticipating its release. Memento Mactāre will soon be enjoyed by a wide range of players, spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much. We've been able to offer a wide variety of updates on the game, not just from the Mishir Corporation, but also from our many development and publishing partners. This game has been a passion project of sorts for us, especially from our shareholders. Something that we have put a lot of heart into. We've been able to offer a wide variety of updates on the game, not just from the Mishir Corporation, but also from our many development and publishing partners. This game has been a passion project of sorts for us, something that we've put a lot of heart into in order to accomplish our company's main goal, which is of course maximising profits and maximising smiles, especially from our shareholders. I hope that each of you watching the Mishir Corporation Direct will be able to find something about our first game that suits your personal tastes. I will now pass you over to Russell Mishir to talk a little about the narrative. So, my main role on Memento Mactāre has been drafting the narrative and dialogue, cutscenes and events, that sort of thing, based on the plot we came up with for the game, which is actually inspired by ancient Chinese mythology. This has been a fascinating experience, moulding this narrative of the prince's revenge on his father's right-hand man who stole the throne, and adapting it to fit inside a video game structure. It's been challenging, but rewarding in that way. This is something I can also say about working together with Russell, as well as the many other employees at the Mishir Corporation, Only without the challenges, we aren't allowed to criticise the corporation. The narrative of Memento Mactāre has been shaping up to be an exciting and compelling one indeed. Thank you very much, Russell. And now, updates from Russell Mishir, our art lead. So I do the art for the game. The style is inspired by old low-poly 3D games, such as the original Final Fantasy VII, with designs taken from ancient China. You've been doing a fantastic job, Russell, making sure the game's art looks passable. Next we have our user experience lead, Russell Mishir. One of the major selling points for our game, at least, was the ability to truly test your dexterity, as well as your memory, in a way embodying both the physical and mental aspects of being a true martial artist, which is something that many famous practitioners, from Bruce Lee to Donnie Yen, have all discussed, meaning it's an important part of the arts that we felt we had to at least create a microcosm of within the confines of our game. Physical and mental limitations being tested has been one of the core pillars of this game since the start, so your work on it all has been much appreciated, Russell. Now we have Russell Mishir, our programming lead, who will talk about Memento Mactāre's core mechanic. So for us to achieve this goal and tie it into our overarching theme of memory, we opted for our game's main mechanic to revolve around a sort of call and response, quick time event kind of gameplay, where players are shown a set of buttons, say I, L, and M, and then are told, this is how you punch. And the player will be told to do a punch. They have to remember those buttons in the right order so that they can progress. Eventually the game's complexity will reach a point where they have to do multiple attacks in a string, such as punch, kick, chop, and so on, and have to remember a multitude of different buttons to succeed. This is where the testing of memory comes in, and as for physicality, the player will get rewarded for their speed by having an attack or two in their sequence removed, so they won't have to remember every single button, as well as lowering the opportunities enemies have to fight back. Many thanks indeed, Russell. Now, Memento Mactāre, while being relatively difficult to explain, is actually not that complicated in terms of mechanics, i.e. player is shown buttons, player remembers the buttons and types them, which is great for us because we've actually hired some unpaid interns, Ross Popoffs and Jake Reed, to help with the coding for the game. And by help with the coding, I mean coding. Indeed, their assistance has been a great asset to the company because I don't know how to code, and it does wonders for our profits since we don't need to pay them, and because I'm working by myself, it gives me time to focus on things such as art or the game structure and narrative. This is important because while the plot seems like a fairly simple revenge plot, we wanted to focus on certain aspects such as legacy, self-actualization, and perhaps a slightly unique and uncommon take on the morals of vengeance, which is of course important for everyone here at the company, as if there's one thing we sure do love, is pushing boundaries. We're sure this will help make the game stand out and adhere to our mission statement here at the Mishir Corporation: make money and make people, especially shareholders, smile. How was that? That's all for this, the Mishir Corporation Direct. We are diligently continuing development on a number of things we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's in store from the Mishir Corporation. Thank you for watching. If you would like further updates, check out our social media and developer blogs, which will be linked in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be ready for like the 2 or 3 videos we'll post here.